Making things right. This month's topic has challenged us from the get-go. The first week, we were invited to get into the Word of God. Last week, we were reminded of the importance of humility. And now this week, we will be talking about justice. Talk about intrusive, stepping on toes, making us uncomfortable. But you might say, how is talking about justice uncomfortable? I'm all for justice. I want to live in a world where justice prevails. I could go in several directions on this topic, but unfortunately I can stick to something very short for this video. Books have been written on this topic, schools of thought discuss it, lawyers and law enforcement grapple with the complexity of it, and judges judge on it. We've all heard the phrase, equal justice under the law. Many times we have to chuckle when you hear those words and you see who utters them. Almost everyone claims to be for justice, but when you take a closer look, justice for me may not be justice for thee. That's not fair. We've been saying those words as early as we can remember, growing up. When justice is applied differently to one of your brothers or sisters or some cousin, and you think that you're being treated unfairly. At least from your point of view, justice seems unfair. But from the adult's point of view, they are more than fair, at least they think so. Yet there's an element of innocence in the child when they can discern when something doesn't seem equal. On another note, when we talk about justice, today we have a cause for many issues, and the word justice is attached to that cause. For example, income inequality is called economic justice. Caring for the planet is now called climate justice. And the list goes on. Now, these causes have existed for many years. When you add the word justice to the cause, the claim is that justice has not been served and therefore needs to be addressed and fixed. So who's going to fix it? We are hoping that society as a whole will see the importance of an issue and collectively seek to rectify it. Yet, one of the problems is that not everybody weighs these issues with the same scale. So who will intervene? Who will facilitate? Who will be an impartial judge? There's a saying that goes like this: we are good lawyers when defending ourselves, but terrible judges of other people's motives. The breakdown in society of having good judgment, I will submit to you, is because society has sought justice from the unjust, putting our hopes and our dreams in the hands of imperfect human beings. But we thank God for those who are fair and for those who are true servants and who do all they can to be as fair as possible and who fight, honestly and sincerely fight, for justice. So the question is, where do we expect justice to come from, or from whom? We expect it from those who are put into a position of trust, people that we have put there. Society chooses people to carry out justice, to decide well, based on a predetermined set of rules that society has mostly agreed to. But I say mostly because not everyone agrees with the rules or how the rules are applied. This is where you and I come in. As followers of Jesus Christ, we are called to a higher standard. Our sense of justice comes from the life and teachings of Jesus and from the law and the prophets that Jesus frequently referred to. So how do you see Jesus being a just and fair person, a fair God, according to the Bible, the New Testament, and the rest of the Bible? It's going to be very insightful this week, and I hope you dive in and accept the challenge of practicing justice.